Here's how you can build your own countertop for cheap to look like this. Hey, I'm Alex, I'm a DIYer, and my mother-in-law and I are teaching my friends how to renovate their own basement. But here's the catch, we're only being given $3,000 to pull off this entire basement renovation, which is exactly why we're finding any cheap way to get us expensive results, and here's how you can too. In phase 1, these custom IKEA built-ins only cost us $800 to make, and now phase 2 is building them their own custom bar, but we're still on a major budget, so we're DIYing the countertops with some concrete, and here's how you can do it too. It's really easy, just cut the concrete forms to size and screw them down into the cement board. Just be careful with the drill, but the corners are gonna have this gap, and you just seal that up with duct tape. Now this step doesn't seem important, but if you don't do this, your concrete will crack down the road. So our kit came with the fiberglass mesh, and you basically install it so that the height is in the middle layer of the concrete, just like this. Now comes the fun part where you mix up the concrete, and you can literally just use a normal drill. But I did have a problem, and it came out way too dry, as you can see here. The concrete is supposed to flow through the mesh, but don't worry, you won't have that problem because you'll actually read the directions correctly, and you will put the right amount of water in it, and it'll flow just fine. In the midst of all the chaos, I almost forgot to vibrate the concrete to get all the air bubbles out, so this is my favorite hack for how to do it. You just use a little massage gun, and you can see all the air bubbles popping out. We then tried leveling it out as best as we could, but I'm not gonna lie, this color looks off to me if I'm trying to achieve this creamy white color, but I was told once I grind, sand, and polish this concrete down, it'll look exactly like it. So there's only one way to find out, but I gotta wait 24 hours before I can touch the concrete. And now today is judgment day, and I'm scared to look at it, but this is what it looks like. At first glance, it looks good, but I haven't even shown you the giant mistakes that we made and how you can fix them. But first I want to show you how easy it is to remove these forms. All you do is just snap it off. Now, one thing I won't do to you here at Real Life Renovation is lie to you about the mistakes we made, so let's get into them. Up first, you might have some bumps and bruises in your concrete, and that's because you didn't level it properly. And that's okay. Remember, you're a DIYer, not a professional concrete pourer, so we're just gonna put a diamond grit sanding pad and sand them away. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna involve some elbow grease on your end, but it's totally worth it, and you can see the sand of the concrete coming through, which I really love, so me and Sherry cranked that out. Then for a shiny glass finish on your concrete, wet polish it with 1500 grit, and you'll be amazed at how smooth it feels. Now, before I show you the biggest mistake of all that I still don't know how to fix, we had to FaceTime Sophie to show her how good it looked, and we even started planning the backsplash, which I'm super excited to teach Keith and Sophie how to tile. But first, this mistake. I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew how to fix it. I'm gonna show you my attempt, and you're either gonna laugh at me or learn from me. There might be a crack or two, but that's not a problem. You can totally fix this. So don't let that scare you. Sophie told me in the last video that she was gonna smash this countertop if it didn't look good in her home, and we did get her stamp of approval. This is what the basement used to look like, and here's what it looks like now. And I'm really proud of how this turned out. But if you want to see something even cooler, I'll show you how to build your own secret bookcase door in your home for under $100. All you have to do is click follow.